What's up, everybody? This is yours truly, Mr. Steven, and welcome to the Steven Factor. This is 301, and tonight I'm trying to do something a little different at this time. But before we go any further, we have some of the breaking news for the past 24 hours. It's been revealed that President Trump has been is setting of the transcripts, trying to make a deal with Ukraine president, trying to do a favor for him to investigate Joseph Biden's son and especially his family. Now, it feels like you've been watching the Godfather movies lately, but it feels like you've been watching the Godfather of politics. Now, this is a real situation here. Nancy Pelosi has been announced to do an impeachment inquiry, and all the Democrats and the Republicans decided to pick a side. Now, as you really know about this, I spoke to Martin, and Martin and I have a little talk about it. He knows all about this, and he was, and I would tell him, and he was right, because he is up to no good whatsoever. And Donald Trump believes that he will impeach Joseph Biden because this is gonna be his second chance to win on his presidency, but it's actually not whatsoever. But they just released the transcript to see what's going on, and also he also is trying to make a deal with William Barr and Rudolph Giuliani. So this is all three hells breaking loose in this circus, and to be honest with you, they're in the wrong place in the wrong time. So I explained to Martin, but he said that let's not jump into the conclusion. And I believe that if Donald Trump resigned, maybe Mike Pence will replace him, and maybe Joseph Biden will compete Mike Pence on the 2020 election. But like I said, let's not jump to the conclusion. But Martin believes I've been jumping to the conclusion because I was trying to rush all the things. So yeah, that's my prediction is too. But remember, back in over 20 years ago, when Bill Clinton's having an affair with Monica Lewinsky, and both Democrats and Republicans decided to impeach that guy. But no, Bill Clinton was a very innocent man, and what he did, it was a total mistake. But we'll see what happens about how Donald Trump runs doings, and maybe Martin and I will do the recap about this impeachment showdown, or I could do it myself on this solo rant right here on The Factor. Alright, let's get this thing started. Like I said, it's breaking news. It's everywhere. This is going to be hell's breaking news right now. Alright, folks. Let's get this thing started, shall we? Now, tonight's episode, I'm getting ready for the Genesis halftime show. And to be honest with you, it was completely terrible. It was stupid, and it was embarrassing. Now let's picture this. If you've been watching Monday Night Football 49 years ago, it became one of the longest running primetime shows in television history, especially for the NFL. Now, excuse me. Now, on the halftime, your job is to recap on the first half, and after that, when you recap the first half, you're going to do an exclusive interviews, and especially for stories. And that's how the halftime goes. That was 49 years ago. But 49 years later, the Genesis be partners with ESPN, and it's been revealed they decide to combined with sports recap and music performance at the same time. And to be honest with you, it was completely awkward and stupid. Now, I really don't know why the Genesis been doing this, but I think what they're doing is for the ratings. And people really don't like Genesis halftime show whatsoever, including the NFL Network themselves. And since they watch it, they don't like it whatsoever. but also it is all about the ratings, but also it's all about the money. Since they want the halftime show, they want to be part of somebody like GMC or Ford or Toyota. They want to make this halftime show even bigger than ever. But when they be partners with Genesis, they decided like, you know what? We don't. I think we round the ideas about the halftime show. Let's put some musical performance so the fans could love. And it sucks. They put so many musical performance that we don't know, like Bad Bunny or or Easy G or something like that I can't remember. I know Daughtry. I know Blink 182. Or even who else I can remember. I know Boys to Men, and especially who else I can remember too. Little John. Little John was there. And it goes on and on and on. And to be honest with you, people really don't understand. And some people really don't understand their Spanish language too. So some people don't understand what they're saying, especially for me. I really don't understand anything. What if that Daddy Yankee participated in Genesis halftime show and they do a Spanish go, I make a boom boom down. Yeah, I make a boom boom down. Como se llama, baby, etc. And if the fans were watching it, they was like, let's change the channel. And to be honest with you, I think ESPN's Monday Night Football is gonna blow. I think um, the partnership with Genesis is getting definitely out of hand. And you know how long it's been at Genesis? Like 3 years ago. I mean, like Genesis is not a legend, ladies and gentlemen. It is a rookie, and they've been introduced a car industry for 3 years. That's stupid. And did I ever tell you it's commercial free? Yeah, it is a commercial free. But I really don't understand. I'm sick of tired of this. The ESPN don't want to say something about this Genesis halftime show, and they put sports and musical performance combined. But I want to ask you this question: do you think the NBA on TNT will do a musical performance during a halftime show? No. How about Fox NFL? No. How about Major League Baseball? No. How about NASCAR racing? No. How about soccer? No, no, and no. How about even tennis too? Answer is no. All they want is money. All they want is money, and they really don't care what is really going on. And people really don't understand about this situation because they don't know they definitely how they really feel. So that's a main issue, and that is the main problem. Now I want to decide to share with you some of the comments right here on Twitter. They're always talking about the Genesis halftime show for the past 2 weeks, and I decided I want to share with you so to see what's happening. We have some of the tweets like Chrissy F says, "Whoever's in charge of this coordinating the Genesis halftime show should be fired. Come on, MNF and ESPN do better." We have Brian Bell. "What does the Genesis halftime show find these musical acts? If they are still expecting applications, my son is learning how to play the recorder. I bet he could perform about as well." How about Taylor Biscotti? She said, "One on Earth I am watching right now." And guess what? She is from the NFL Network. And like I said, the NFL Network just realized that they saw the ESPN Monday Night Football, and it was so very disappointed. Haba Hodge says that these halftime show makes me want to drive off the Genesis off the cliff with myself in it. Todd Anderson says, remember when Monday Night Football had the extended look and highlights from the Sunday games? Now we had to sit down through bullshit. Hashtag Genesis halftime show. Danielle said that usually can't understand what these halftime shows are saying. Now I really don't know the language, so F out of here. Genesis halftime show. Stephen Miori says ESPN's Monday Night Football Genesis halftime show is very awful every week. How's the idea not cancel at ESPN? Spencer Ray, and now it's the Genesis halftime show. They're sponsored by emoji. He said, "I'm gonna head out." And Cub fan Mike, not Phil Collins. That's not Phil Collins and Pierre Gabriel. So that's crazy. And we have Jessica Graff. She said, "I hate every Genesis halftime show. Literally everyone like was that Monday Night Football." And we have Hi Josh. This is the single lamest thing I ever seen in my life. Excruciating and talented auto-tune man on a mic. A dude pretend to playing chopsticks in front of a phony crowd. That was embarrassing. Who is making these decisions? And that's true though. That's even true as well. You know what they did? They do lip syncing. That's right. If some people can't play for real, they do a lip syncing, and we have so many crowds that we don't know. It's like a damn concert. But this is terrible. This is terrible for ESPN. But Genesis is completely responsible for this. Now, I have my own opinion as well too. I make a tweet as well, so just bear with me here. This is from last week. Here we go again. Another crappy commercial of Genesis halftime show. Who paid this stuff anyway? We don't want to see those whack ass performance. Okay, this is not a halftime. This is a halftime show, and your job is to recap the first half and entertain. Okay, this is not a Super Bowl, people. And people very agree with me, and it went over 1,241 views. It went viral, and when you take a look up close, you can see, and that's it. And especially for a total engagement for 65. Yeah, so I found this article. I decided I want to read to you a little bit, but this is from back in 2008, and they've been started for a very long time. Now, his name is Manfred Fitzgerald. He is an executive president and global head of the Genesis brand. He said this, and I quote, "We bring the culture into everything we do at the Genesis, and now we're excited to combine sports and musical performance." Now, that's completely stupid. Now, it is true, by the way, in each commercial, they have musical performance at the backgrounds. And even the commercial called Why Sub Right Now is officially on the NFL. But come on, man, Genesis has been there for 3 years. Now, Monday Night Football is a tradition, right? They've been there for 49 years. And now they decided to bring the tradition into the halftime show with sports and musical performance combined. We don't like that. We don't like that. Genesis has been there for 3 years, now over 70 years from now. And fans really don't like it whatsoever, including me too. But before I go into close, I want to say to shout out to ESPN. So ESPN, you've been watching this, your ratings are going to suck. I don't care what you're doing right now. All you definitely care about is money, and especially for these sports entertainment. Yeah, I need to do this, make it right, and do it better. We don't watch no Genesis halftime performance because it's boring. That's all I can say. it's boring. And I'm definitely gonna wrap this up. This is your stream, Mr. Steven saying Todo by La Familia, and this week I'm going to salute Diana Williams. She already retired since a week ago, and or 2 weeks, I mean, and yeah, this is a very busy week as well too. So, anyways, Todo by La Familia, and good night.